Thousands of men and women have transformed themselves with the help of EAS, creating changes in their bodies that have rewarded their commitment, recharged their confidence, and renewed their spirit. Thousands of real people with real results.
My waist size was 33. I dropped down to a size 28.
I went from a 12 to a 6 and went from 155 pounds to around 125 now.
I'm fitter than I ever was in my life, and I feel better than I ever did before. I'll be 57 in a couple more months.
My waistline was at 38, and it dropped all the way to a 29.
At my heaviest, I weighed in excess of 400 pounds. When I finished the program, I weighed under 200.
I went from maybe about 125 pounds down to about 115. Clothing size, I was about a 7'8", and now I'm a 1'2".
My body fat was approximately 28%. At the end of the challenge, I went down to 12%.
I've lost 100 pounds, and my whole life has changed, inside and out.
In 12 short weeks, I lost 54 pounds of fat. I had more strength and energy than I'd ever had in my whole life. My transformation and the other remarkable transformations you've heard about all came from working the 12-week Body for Life program. It's a proven 12-week program that requires 6 workouts each week along with proper nutrition and supplementation, and it will change your body and your life. You may decide at some point that you'd like to commit to the Body for Life program, but you don't have to. The program we'll show you in this tape will get you started by committing to working out just 4 times a week. That's it, just 4 times a week. And the workouts will only take about 45 minutes. The best part is you don't even have to belong to a gym. All you need is a bench, a set of dumbbells, and a desire to be the person you know you are. We'll show you the rest.
We have a whole variety of exercises we're going to show you. But before we do, we'd like to share one very important benefit about exercising that is often overlooked. Exercise is not just about working out the body. It's also about exercising your spirit and your self-esteem.
You may not be ready for the 6-day-a-week, 12-week Body for Life program, and that's okay, because today we'll give you some exercise basics that will get you working out, enjoying it, and seeing progress right away.
This 4-day-a-week schedule works your upper body one day and your lower body another, and gives you a great cardio workout on the other 2 days. But before you begin any workout, you've got to create a workout plan. There's an old axiom which says, those that fail to plan, plan to fail. And this is especially true in the gym.
Going to work out without having a plan is a common mistake. Without a plan, you tend to just sort of amble from exercise to exercise, or you watch what other people are doing and you copy them. Either way is wrong. If you just meander from exercise to exercise, you're wasting your time. And if you're copying someone else, you're likely to just end up copying their bad workout habits.
The EAS Daily Progress Report is a great way to plan your workout and measure your progress. It may look a little complicated, but once you understand how and why it's laid out the way it is, filling it out both before and after your workout will become second nature.
Of course, before we begin working out, we've got to do some stretching exercises. Stretching is really important, and I'll give you 6 reasons why. 1, before you can begin applying stress to your body and your mind, you have to relax them. 2, stretching heightens body awareness, and the more in touch you are with your body and what it's feeling, the better you'll be able to create a workout that gives you the best results. 3, stretching reduces your risk of joint sprain, muscle strain, and back problems. After all, you can't work out if you're in pain. 4, if you do have any soreness or muscle tension, stretching helps reduce it. 5, stretching increases your range of motion, again, helping you get the most from your workout. And 6, before you start stressing your deep muscle tissues, stretching them will warm them up, which helps reduce the soreness you will feel after your workout. The bottom line is, a good stretching program will increase flexibility, enhance performance, and reduce your risk of injury.
Now, here are 4 basic rules for good stretching. Start with an easy stretch, then slowly increase the intensity. Hold each stretch for 30 seconds to allow for thorough stretching in the connective tissue and muscle. Perform static stretches. In other words, avoid bouncing movements. Don't stretch to a point of pain. If this happens, reduce the intensity.
Here are the 2 key rules that will help you get the most from your workout, whether you do it at home or in the gym. First, alternate your weight training workout with a cardio workout. And second, alternate your weight training between lower body and upper body. By alternating workouts, you allow your muscle group sufficient time to recover after the stress of a workout.
And remember, you don't need to work out in a gym to get the benefit from this workout schedule. So don't let the fact that you don't belong to a gym be an excuse. If you can't get to a gym or would prefer to work out in private, you can work every muscle group with the simple setup of a bench and dumbbells.
We're going to go through a series of weight training exercises for every key muscle group in both the upper body and the lower body, showing you 2 exercises for each muscle group. One will use a typical piece of gym equipment, and one will be an exercise you can do at home using very basic equipment. You progress through every exercise in resistance training by increasing the weight, or the resistance, as you're decreasing the reps, or repetitions. This helps accomplish an important goal to increase the intensity level with every set of the exercise. Obviously, the greater the intensity level, the greater the workout to your muscles. So try and increase your intensity level with each of the 5 sets you'll do. And if you can't, that's okay. Mark in your log just how much you did lift and try harder next time. Remember, you're looking for progress, not perfection. And also remember that your form is much more important than how much weight you're lifting. It's better to lift less weight with great form than more weight with bad form. And to help you get the best form when you're lifting, use a 1-second cadence. And when you lower the weight, use a 2-second cadence. And be sure to hold the weight at the top and the bottom positions for a count of 1. Rest for 1 minute between each set and time your rest. Don't guess at it. And finally, wait 2 minutes before moving on to the next muscle group. Complete this pattern 5 times on your upper body training day and 4 times on your lower body training day. As you progress, you'll want to know many more exercises than the ones we show you here. And you can learn them from our personal fitness guide, which is free with a call to 1-800-297-9776, Department CR 168.
So much of our physical presence has to do with how we hold ourselves, and this is where the chest plays a key role. So let's start with the chest muscle group. With the chest exercises, as with all the exercises you do, form is everything. In any lifting exercise, lifting weights is not about lifting the most weight. And with chest exercises in particular, if you succumb to the temptation to overload the weight, you'll shift the focus away from your chest, make yourself more susceptible to injury, and not get the progress you want. Your goal is to build your best body, not set Olympic records. A great chest exercise that provides big returns for the energy you invest is the barbell bench press. This exercise helps you build strength and muscle density, not just in your chest, but in the front of your shoulders and triceps as well. By the way, it's a good idea to have a spotter to help you out on this exercise, especially as you get to higher intensity levels. The exercise starts with your back pressed flat against the bench and your feet flat on the floor about shoulder width apart. Using a grip broader than shoulder width, hold the barbell above your body, then lower slowly to the middle of the chest. Without bouncing the weight off your chest, drive the barbell up over the middle of your chest until your arms are straight and your elbows are locked back in the starting position.
Another chest exercise that builds mass and stimulates the chest muscles is the dumbbell bench press. Since this exercise uses 2 separate weights rather than a bar, you're forced to use more stabilizer muscles to balance the dumbbells. These stabilizers help keep the bones and joints in a secure position while the main muscles extend and flex the chest muscles. Begin the exercise by sitting on the edge of a flat bench with dumbbells on your knees. In one smooth motion, roll onto your back while bringing the dumbbells up to a position slightly outside and above your shoulders. Your palms should be at a 90-degree angle so that your upper arms are perpendicular to the ground. Do the dumbbell press by pressing the weights up over your chest in a triangular motion until they meet above the center line of your body. As you lift, concentrate on keeping the weights balanced and under control. Then follow the same triangular path downward as you lower the weights until your arms are slightly below, parallel to the floor.
Remember, for any exercise, select a starting weight that is appropriate for your level of strength.
Now that we've worked the chest, let's turn our attention to the back muscles. A lot of people don't like to train their backs because they can't really see the muscles being worked. It's the old adage, out of sight, out of mind. But the back is an important area to train if you really want to change the proportions of your body, which is something people will notice even when you're fully clothed. A well-developed back is at least as visible under your clothes as a strong chest, and usually more visible than, say, your biceps. Also, the stronger your lats, the large muscles of the back, the wider your back and shoulders appear, and the smaller your waist appears. Another good reason to devote serious attention to the muscles behind you is that they greatly assist with developing the muscles in front. In order to get maximum results from your squatting, curling, or pressing exercise, you have to have a strong back. Back strength also promotes proper body mechanics and prevents injury as you bend, twist, and lift throughout the day.
The first back exercise we'll show you is the wide grip lat pull down. This is a classic machine exercise with many shaping and strengthening benefits. By simply changing the width and position of your grip, you can target different muscles in your back, especially those that are underused in other exercises. To assume the proper starting position for the wide grip lat pull down, adjust the pads to hold your legs snugly with your feet flat on the floor. Grasp the wide bar firmly with an overhead grip. Your hands should be just beyond your shoulder width. To do the exercise, pull the bar down on top of your chest, arching your back slightly. Focus on keeping your elbows directly below the bar. Pause briefly with the bar in position right on top of your collarbone. Slowly raise the bar back to the starting position.
If you're working out at home, a great exercise to build your back is one-arm dumbbell rows. Start the exercise with your right foot flat on the floor and your left knee resting on the flat bench. Lean forward so that you're supporting the weight of your upper body with your left arm on the bench. Your back should be flat, almost parallel with the floor. Reach down and pick up a dumbbell with your right hand. Your left arm should be locked at the elbow so it will support the weight of your upper body. Before starting, look straight ahead instead of at the floor. This will help you keep your back straight. The one-arm dumbbell row is accomplished by tightening your abs to keep your body from turning to the side as you lift the dumbbell. Concentrate on pulling your elbow back as far as it can go. The dumbbell should also end up roughly parallel with your torso. After you've rowed the dumbbell up as far as you can, slowly lower it to the starting position. Complete the planned number of reps for your right arm, then follow the same instructions for your left arm.
Now let's turn our attention to the shoulders. Strong shoulders create the tapered V shape that emphasizes your upper body while making your waist look smaller and your arms bigger. The key to training shoulders is to use a variety of exercises. One word of caution: injuries are a frequent problem with shoulder training, so be careful. During the lifting and lowering, take it slowly and focus on good form. The shoulders are used in so many different exercises and so many sports and activities that they are a likely candidate for a host of overuse injuries.
The first shoulder exercise we'll demonstrate is the upright barbell row. This is a great exercise you can do to zero in on the front deltoids and the trapeziums, the muscles that run along the top of your shoulders. By using a barbell as opposed to a cable puller, you get the added benefit of recruiting more stabilizer muscles in the shoulder, which in turn strengthens your rotator cuff. Get in position by standing upright, grasping a barbell with your hands in an overhand grip about shoulder width apart. Let the bar hang straight down in front of you, making sure you keep your body and wrists straight. The upright barbell row itself is pretty simple. Just pull the bar straight up toward your chin, keeping it close to your body. Isolate the muscles in front of your shoulders and upper back by keeping your elbows above the bar. Then lower the weight slowly back to the starting position.
Another shoulder exercise you can do at home or in the gym is lateral raises. Performed correctly, lateral raises isolate the outside deltoids. And if you do it right, be prepared to feel a slow, satisfying burn. Start by standing with your feet shoulder width apart, hands in front of your body and palms facing each other. To do lateral raises correctly, simply keep your arms straight and lift the weights out and up to the sides until they're slightly higher than shoulder level. Pause briefly, then lower them slowly back to your starting position. Make sure you keep your palms turned downward as you lift the dumbbells so that your shoulders, rather than your biceps, do the work. Also make sure you lift the dumbbells on the way up rather than swing them, which is a common mistake. Remember, form is everything. And when you lower the weights, keep them under control because there's a lot of great work going on in that part of the exercise as well.
Okay, now that we've worked on the part of your body that doesn't get a lot of attention, let's look at the most visible muscle people see when you train, the bicep.
There are several things to remember when you're working on your biceps. First of all, as with every weight training exercise, always focus on form and smooth, controlled movement. For biceps exercises in particular, this means you should resist the temptation to use your body weight for leverage when performing curls. In order to create a growth-producing burn, you have to isolate the biceps by paying strict attention to form. Second, as with your shoulder exercises, variety is the key. By performing a variety of exercises, you'll emphasize different areas of the biceps, creating a fuller, rounder muscle shape. You'll also force your body to keep adapting to the changing types of stress. And this means your biceps get bigger, faster.
The classic biceps exercise of all time is the barbell curls. Performed correctly, this exercise will help you develop overall size in the biceps. The proper starting position for barbell curls has you standing with your hands shoulder width apart. Grab the barbell with an underhand grip. Stand up straight with shoulders squared and with your feet shoulder width apart. Let the bar hang at arm's length in front of you with your shoulders, arms, and hands in a straight line. When performing the exercise, curl the bar up towards your chest in an arc without leaning back or swinging the weight. Keep your elbows stationary and close to your sides. Bring the weight up as high as you can. Focus on holding the contraction at the top. Lower the weight slowly along the same path, resisting all the way down until your arms are nearly straight, but you can still feel a contraction at the bicep.
Whether you're working out at home or in a gym, another great biceps exercise is the alternate dumbbell curls. Anytime you're performing a high-intensity weight routine, it's always good to include an exercise that stretches the muscles. And the alternate dumbbell curls is excellent for doing just that, as well as for promoting overall development of the biceps. Begin the exercise by either standing upright or sitting on an incline bench holding a dumbbell in each hand. Keep your shoulders square and chest up. Let your arms hang downward with palms facing each other. To perform the exercise, slowly curl the weight in your right hand out and up to shoulder level while rotating your palm upward. Contract the muscle as hard as you can at the top. Then, slowly lower the weight back to the starting position. Alternate the same movement with your left arm.
Let's move on to the last upper body muscle group, the triceps. While most people picture a well-developed arm, they tend to think of enormous pumped-up biceps. The truth is that the triceps are actually the larger and more complex muscle group, and a perfectly proportioned arm consists of 2/3 triceps and 1/3 biceps. So if you want your arms to look good from any angle, keep in mind that it's the triceps that give the arm most of their size.
To achieve the ideal size and proportion yourself, you'll need to shock the muscles with focused, high-intensity exercise, using variety and the maximum amount of weight possible. But that doesn't mean that you should load on an unreasonable amount of weight and sacrifice form and technique.
For example, in many triceps exercises, being unaware of the direction of your elbows will result in the transfer of the work onto your shoulders. And when you do that, your triceps aren't doing the work they need to do. They're just along for the ride. A great exercise for triceps work throughout the entire range of motion is the triceps pushdown. The exercise is done with a high cable pulley. To get the correct starting position, grab a short straight bar with an overhand grip. Your hands should be about 10 inches apart. Position your forearms so that they are parallel to the floor. Keep your feet shoulder width apart and bend your knees slightly. Keep your elbows locked in close to your body and keep your wrists straight. When doing the triceps pushdown, first make sure your whole body is steady. Then push the bar down as far as possible toward your legs, locking your arms and feeling the triceps fully contract. Keep the upper arms close to the body and briefly hold the lockout at the bottom. Release and let the bar come slowly back up to the starting position.
Another triceps exercise you can do at home is the triceps kickbacks. This exercise develops the upper area of the triceps, and while high intensity is critical in triceps kickbacks, it's just as important to use maximum control during the exercise and always use a smooth technique. The starting position for the triceps kickbacks is standing to the right of a flat bench. Bend your left knee and rest it on the bench. Place your left hand ahead of you on the bench for balance. Keeping your back as flat as possible, pick up a dumbbell in your right hand. Bend your arm and raise your elbow up to shoulder height. Make sure the elbow stays close to the side of your body. Then let the dumbbell hang. To begin the exercise, press the weight back until your forearm is parallel to the floor. Pause briefly, then slowly return the weight to the starting position. Finish one complete set, then repeat on the other side. So, there you have 2 exercises for each of the 5 upper body muscle groups. By performing all these exercises, you will have done a complete upper body workout. The upper body has 5 major muscle groups, but the lower body only has 4. The quadriceps, the hamstrings, calves, and the abdominals.
And just as we gave you 2 exercises for each group in the upper body, we'll go through 2 exercises for each muscle group of the lower body. Let's start with the legs. Powerful legs are the foundation of an impressive physique. Strong, defined legs support body symmetry and show off your overall strength.
But for some reason, there's often what we call leg avoidance in weight training. Maybe it's because leg exercises are not always considered easy or fun. Many people focus on their upper body.
But if you neglect the legs, you can actually slow your progress in other areas. It's important to know that your body tends to grow proportionately. Train your legs hard, and you'll be surprised by the upper body growth that is stimulated as a result.
Another great thing about working the legs, you know the expression, if you build it, they will come? Well, when it comes to legs, if you work them, they will grow. That may sound obvious, but many people who make slower gains with their upper body find that getting their legs to develop can be a faster process.
Another benefit to leg training is that if you train your leg muscles with as much intensity as your upper body, you will elevate your heart rate and burn fat more efficiently. Let's start with the biggest of the leg muscles, the quadriceps.
Dumbbell squats is an efficient exercise for developing power and tone in your legs. It's also an effective compound exercise that employs many stabilizer muscles to complete the lift. It's a good idea to wear a weight belt for this exercise to reduce the chance of lower back injury. The proper beginning position for dumbbell squats has you holding the dumbbell vertically. Your feet should be about shoulder width apart, with your toes pointing slightly outwards. To properly perform the exercise, make sure your back is as straight as possible and keep your chin up. Bend your knees and slowly lower your hips straight down until your thighs are parallel with the floor, your knees over your toes. Once you reach the bottom position, press the weight up from your heels. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up.
In the gym, a great quadriceps exercise that builds mass and adds size to your thighs is leg presses. Another bonus to leg presses is that they may be less stressful to the lower back than squats, and this exercise can allow you to use fairly heavy weights. The correct starting position for leg presses has you sitting on a leg press machine with your feet resting against the cross piece about shoulder width apart with your toes pointed slightly outward. Grasp the handle grips or the side of the seat and lower the weight to a 90-degree knee bend. Make sure you don't allow the weight to pull your hips off the seat. Pause briefly, then slowly push the weight back up using your heels, not your toes. At the top, stop just before your knees lock. Then begin to lower the weight again in a slow and deliberate fashion.
An exercise you can do at home to work the glutes, quads, inner and outer thighs, and the hamstrings in particular is dumbbell lunges. This is an exercise you can perform in a stationary position, or if you prefer and you have the room, you can lunge walk across a large, uncluttered area. To start dumbbell lunges, hold a dumbbell in each hand and pull your shoulders back. Lift your chest up and look straight ahead. Position your left leg forward in a long stride. Your foot should be far enough in front of you so that when you bend your left knee, your thigh and lower leg form a right angle. The exercise begins by slowly bending your knees and lowering your hips so your rear knee just clears the floor. Pause briefly in this position, then slowly straighten your legs and raise your body back up to a standing position. Complete a full set, then switch legs and repeat. As an alternative, you can switch legs and move forward across the floor with each repetition.
A machine exercise that isolates and adds mass to the hamstrings is lying leg curls. Lying face down on a leg curl machine, hook your heels under the roller pad with your legs stretched out straight. Grab the handles under the bench for support. Remaining flat on the bench, curl your legs up until your hamstrings are fully contracted. Release and lower the weight slowly back to the starting position. In order to get the best benefit from lying leg curls, concentrate on using a full range of motion.
The third muscle group in the lower body is the calves. The first calf exercise we'll do is the standing calf raise. We do this exercise to develop the V-shaped lower calf muscle that descends down to the Achilles tendon. The calf raise also develops the medial and lateral heads of the upper calf muscle. To start, adjust the height on the shoulder pads so you support the weight with your knees well flexed. Move your toes to the edge, extend your legs slowly, and lower your heels as far to the ground as possible. Press up on your toes until your calves are fully contracted. Flex hard at the top, then slowly lower the weight back to the starting position. Remember, try to maintain a slight knee bend throughout the exercise.
A fantastic exercise for developing the overall mass of the calves, and one you can do at home, is dumbbell heel raises. Pick up a dumbbell and stand with your toes on a stair step with your heels hanging off the edge. Don't hunch and keep your body and legs straight. To begin, balance on your right side and lower your heel as far as possible toward the floor. Now rise up on your toes as far as possible. Hold the contraction briefly, then repeat. After completing the right leg, switch to the left for the same repetitions.
The last lower body muscle group is the abdominal group. A firm, tight stomach is the cornerstone of a well-built body, and no other body part better defines your overall condition.
So what's the secret to getting great abs? The answer is, there is no secret. The only way to get great abs is to follow a training program that includes cardio, proper nutrition, and supplementation, in addition to abdominal weight training exercises that are as intense as those you perform for the rest of your body.
For a number of people, the abdominal muscles are covered by a layer of fat. And no matter how many crunches they do, they won't see those powerful muscles underneath until that unhealthy roll around the midsection is gone. All you need is a flat surface, a bench, or a pull-up bar.
The key to getting the most from whatever ab exercise you're doing is to make sure you get the maximum intensity from every workout. That means focusing on the contraction of the abdominal muscle during each repetition.
A very simple gym exercise that really works your lower and middle abdominal muscles is decline crunches. And all you need is a decline bench that lets you hook your feet. The starting position for this exercise is lying on your back with your feet locked in. Your upper body should be raised off the bench, so you'll have to contract your abs just to stay in place. Put your hands on each side of your head over your ears. Don't lock your fingers. The exercise is performed by raising your upper body slowly while you contract your abs. Crunch up until your elbows are on either side of your thighs. Hold and flex, then lower your body slowly back to the starting position. When your strength increases and you can do more than 12 reps, hold a weight plate against your chest and perform the exercise in the same manner.
An abdominal exercise you can do at home to help define your obliques, which are the muscles on the side of your abdomen, is oblique floor crunches. It's a very simple exercise. All you have to do is lie flat on your back with your knees bent, cross your right leg over your left knee, and place your left hand over your left ear. Roll your body up to the right until your left elbow touches your right knee. Concentrate on tensing the sides of your waist and holding the contraction throughout the movement. Slowly lower to the starting position. After completing a full set of reps on the left side, switch to your right and follow the same instructions. Remember that it's quality, not quantity, that matters.
So, there you have it, your full lower body workout. Exercises for your quadriceps, your hamstrings, calves, and abdominals.
The only tool left for a complete workout program is your cardio exercise. Cardio workouts are indispensable to an effective training program and general good health. By definition, cardio workouts can be any exercise: jogging, running, biking, swimming, elliptical machine, stairs, even jumping rope. Anything that raises and maintains your heart rate over a predetermined amount of time.
Now, by doing this, you strengthen your heart and lungs and lower your resting heart rate, which means that over time, the same effort that produced a 10-minute mile will produce a 9-minute mile.
Cardio workouts burn fat, and cardio fitness is what gives you endurance and the ability to persist in sports and in life.
Some essential practices to keep in mind with cardio workouts include: drink water before, during, and after each workout. Perform your cardio workouts on an empty stomach, preferably first thing in the morning for maximum fat-burning benefits. always include a warm-up and cool-down consisting of a brisk walk or slow jog at the beginning and end of each workout. Invest in a heart rate monitor. If possible, purchase a timing device, which is especially helpful for interval training workouts done while running. If you don't have a monitor, take your pulse for 6 seconds and add a 0. This number represents your targeted heart rate and exertion level.
The first step in any cardio workout is to calculate your approximate target rate. Once you have this number, you'll maximize the benefits of every workout by knowing exactly where you need to go. To approximate your maximum heart rate, subtract your age from 220. For example, if your age is 30, 220 minus 30 is 190. This 190 then becomes the starting point for all your calculations.
We'll look at 2 types of cardio workouts. First, interval training. Interval training workouts are designed to build endurance and stamina. Think of them as a roller coaster that follows repeatable patterns or intervals of raising and dropping your heart rate. Once you get the hang of interval training, you'll understand why many people say that they love the variety and intensity these workouts provide. Start your interval training workout with a 5-minute warm-up period, keeping your heart rate low. After 5 minutes, perform 7 to 9 sets of 3-minute intervals. For each 3-minute interval, get your heart rate up to 80% of your maximum heart rate for 1 minute, followed by 2 minutes of 60 to 70% intensity. Complete your workout with a 5-minute cool down.
The second kind of cardio training is a low-intensity workout. While interval training workouts can be very beneficial for weight loss, they can also be very demanding. So, low-intensity training is a good alternative for fat loss and cardiovascular fitness. Low-intensity training provides the benefit of fat loss over a longer duration of time at 50 to 60% of your maximum heart rate. It's recommended that you warm up for 5 minutes before building to your 50 to 60% maximum heart rate level. Keep your heart at that rate for 30 to 45 minutes and finish your low-intensity workout as you would an interval training workout with a 5-minute cool down.
The great thing about cardio workouts is they really can be pretty much any athletic activity you enjoy, as long as the exercise can boost your heart rate and you can commit to keeping it there.
The path to building lean muscle while trimming fat is actually 2 parallel paths. The regular exercise routine we've seen and a rigorous nutrition program aided by supplements that helps burn fat while fueling muscle growth. The EAS nutrition plan is simple and very effective. Here are the fundamentals. You eat 6 times a day, small meals or replacement snacks or shakes, spaced every 2 to 3 hours. The idea is to accelerate your metabolic rate and keep it accelerated, whether you're working out or resting. Meals consist of a balance of proteins, carbohydrates, and vegetables, and the list of suggested foods offers plenty of variety and taste. And there's no calorie counting in this plan. Proper portions are measured simply by matching them to the size of your hand or fist. Now, here's the best part. You only need to stay on the plan for 6 days each week, and then on the 7th, take the day off and eat whatever you want. Consult your personal fitness guide for a complete understanding of the EAS nutrition plan and the role of supplements.
I believe supplementation is very important in balancing out the day. It's very hard to eat 6 or 7 small meals throughout the day for anybody living in this modern age.
It's really tough to hand pick all of the whole foods that you need to get the proper amounts of each of the micronutrients and things like that you need. But that's where some supplements come in.
I have a Myoplex shake once a day.
It has all the nutrition and all the nutrients that you do need, and it's a meal replacement shake.
In 2 of those shakes a day, you get 100% of every nutrient that your body needs in a day.
I religiously drink 3 shakes a day. That is just part of my meals.
I use the chocolate lovers shake. So there's chocolate peanut butter, there's rich chocolate, there's mint chocolate, and regular chocolate. But that's for me. I mean, that's my candy fix for me, having a shake.
It was just very easy to shake it up and drink it, and then you have your meal.
I have a meal replacement bar at least twice a day. I have a Myoplex shake once a day. I have cottage cheese with yogurt once a day. And then the rest of my meals are real meals.
For more information on which supplements are best for your fitness program, visit EAS.com or call 1-800-297-9776.
What we've covered here is just an example of the exercises you can learn and enjoy. Remember, the most important ingredient you must bring to your transformation program is commitment. Once you make that commitment, you'll be amazed at how quickly you'll transform not only how you view your body, but more importantly, how you view yourself. When you make that commitment, we'll be here for you. I know you'll give yourself the opportunity to do the incredible things you're capable of. It starts with exercise and goes as far as you want it to go. In time, you may want to do the 12-week Body for Life program like hundreds and thousands of other successful people have done. Or you may be perfectly satisfied with a 4-day-a-week workout program. Whichever you choose, once you start, stick with it. The day you begin working this program, it begins working for you. I know you can do it. Now let's get started.
Tommy, recording. Here we go. Ready and action.
When I first started working out, it was because of my job. I needed to fit into the clothes. I needed to, look good for pictures. The reason I work out now is because it makes me feel good.
Before I did Body for Life, I had hit age 50, and I saw things going downhill, and I was just kind of on the slide going with it. And now I know that, by really taking care of myself, that doesn't have to be.
Everyone always says, how do you find time to work out? And I always say, you don't find time, you make time.
We find time for things that we know are important.
How do I do it? Eating right, exercising, and having my advantage. Mostly the way I use the EAS products is for between meals as a healthy snack. I'm a busy person, and if I can have a bar in my purse, and that stops me from eating 2 chocolate chip cookies, that's a great product. But I'll take all the help I can get.
Cindy's thing has always been not to endorse anything that tries to present itself as a quick fix. And that's what she really likes about Body for Life and EAS, is that they don't say, take this pill and you're gonna lose 20 pounds.
I definitely ask myself a lot of questions before I say yes to working, especially with a new company. And especially at this point in my career, I want it to be something that I really believe in. And I also think I've worked so hard to build up my image that it's not worth damaging that image by associating myself with a product that I don't believe in. Having a second baby isn't twice as hard. It's harder, a lot harder. And so is getting back into shape a second time. How do I do it? Eating right, exercising, and having my advantage. It's a quick way to get the protein and carbs I need to look and feel my best. My kids are worth every second, but I'll take all the help I can get.
Advantage by EAS.
I remember when I was a rookie, I was a #1 draft pick, just like you.
John Elway, I thought I had it all together, but college was nothing like the pros. You need to be bigger, stronger, faster. You need to work harder, work smarter. You need an edge.
Myoplex from EAS. Complete nutrition to help build lean muscle and energize performance.
But you probably know all that.
You bet I do.
EAS. Change your mind, change your body.